Welcome back to our channel. Unlock the value of rare coins with Y Coins. Hit subscribe to start your hunt. The 1978 one-dime coin, like so many coins that circulate in our pockets every day, might seem like a mere piece of currency, small, unassuming, and often overlooked. But in the world of numismatics, where coin collecting and investment can open doors to hidden treasures, even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. The 1978 dime, despite being a widely produced coin, has gained attention for its place in American history, its iconic design, and its surprising worth. What might seem like just another coin in your change jar could be worth much more than you ever imagined, and for collectors, this particular dime holds a unique allure. To understand the significance of the 1978 dime, we must first look at its historical context. The dime has been a staple of American currency for over 2 centuries, having been introduced in 1796. Over the years, the design of the dime has undergone numerous changes, reflecting both the evolving artistic preferences and the shifting political landscapes of the time. From the early designs of Lady Liberty to the iconic Mercury head dime, and finally to the Roosevelt dime that is still in use today, the dime has seen a range of transformations that tell the story of America's past. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, was designed by engraver John R. Sinek to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was chosen to be the face of the coin not only for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II but also because of his role in founding the March of Dimes, a charity that helped combat polio. The design features a left-facing bust of Roosevelt on the obverse, with a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbols that represent peace, unity, and strength. For the 1978 dime, the design remained the same as that of the earlier years, maintaining the image of Roosevelt on the front and the traditional reverse design. While it may not have seemed particularly extraordinary at the time, there are subtle details about the 1978 dime that collectors find fascinating. This coin was produced during a time of significant political and economic change in the United States. The late 1970s were marked by inflation, the energy crisis, and growing political tensions. The 1978 dime, produced under these turbulent circumstances, stands as a snapshot of that era. The 1978 dime was minted in large numbers, as the U.S. Mint continued to churn out millions of coins each year to meet the needs of a growing population. Dimes from this period were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with each mint producing millions of coins. However, in any year, even the most commonly struck coins can contain small imperfections or errors that make them stand out from the rest. Minting errors, whether it's a misalignment, double strike, or other unique feature, can make an otherwise standard coin a rare and valuable item. One of the key factors in determining the value of a coin like the 1978 dime is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved are always in higher demand among collectors. A 1978 dime that is free from scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections can fetch a higher price than a coin that has seen extensive wear and tear. As time passes, well-preserved coins from the 1970s become more desirable to collectors looking to complete their collections or invest in high-quality, historical items. But it's not just the condition of the coin that makes it valuable. Errors and rare variations are also a big factor in determining the worth of a 1978 dime. Like many other coins, the 1978 dime was subject to the possibility of minting errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, the dies used to strike the coins can become misaligned, or a coin might be struck more than once, creating a double strike error. These types of mistakes are often subtle, but they can make a coin significantly more valuable than a perfectly minted one. One of the most intriguing types of errors for collectors is the double strike error. This occurs when a coin is struck by the dies more than once, often with the second strike slightly misaligned with the first. This can cause the coin's design to appear twice or even create overlapping elements. For the 1978 dime, a double strike would result in a fascinating, unique coin that would attract the attention of collectors eager to own a rare example. A double-struck 1978 dime might feature Roosevelt's face or the coin's date in 2 places, with the overlapping designs making the coin a standout item in any collection. Another type of error that has been found on the 1978 dime is the off-center strike. When a coin is struck off-center, part of the design is missing or incomplete, creating a coin with an irregular shape. The 1978 dime, with its small size and intricate design, is particularly vulnerable to this type of error. An off-center 1978 dime, depending on how far off-center the strike is, can be highly valuable, as it is considered a rare and desirable variant for collectors. Aside from minting errors, the 1978 dime also holds appeal for those interested in coins from a specific time period. The late 1970s were a pivotal time in American history, with the nation grappling with economic challenges and political change. Coins from this era, like the 1978 dime, are often sought after by collectors who are passionate about American history and the story that each coin tells. Whether it's the design, the minting process, or the historical context of the coin, the 1978 dime holds a special place in the world of numismatics. As with any coin, the value of the 1978 dime can fluctuate depending on a variety of factors. The rarity of minting errors, the condition of the coin, and the demand among collectors all play a role in determining how much a coin is worth. In recent years, collectors have become increasingly interested in the potential for errors and variations in modern coins, which has led to a surge in the value of certain items that were once considered relatively common. What makes the 1978 dime particularly exciting for collectors is that, despite its mass production, it has proven to be one of those coins that occasionally surprises the numismatic community. Whether it's an off-center strike, a double strike, or simply a well-preserved example of this coin, the 1978 dime has earned a reputation for holding significant value at auction. Rare examples of the 1978 dime have sold for impressive sums, and these prices only seem to increase over time as more collectors recognize the coin's potential. So, what is the current value of a 1978 dime? While most 1978 dimes in circulation today are worth only 10 cents, coins that are well preserved, feature minting errors, or are in particularly high demand can fetch extraordinary prices. At auction, a particularly rare 1978 dime with an off-center strike or double strike has been known to fetch as much as $156,000. This remarkable value highlights the sometimes surprising and unexpected worth that a coin can hold, especially when it has a unique characteristic or error that makes it stand out from the rest. To the casual observer, a 1978 dime might seem like just another coin, but to a collector or numismatist, it represents the potential for something much greater. The 1978 dime is a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, even the most common coins can contain hidden treasures. Whether it's an error in the minting process, a rare variation, or simply a well-preserved example, the value of the 1978 dime can exceed expectations. And with some of these rare coins selling for as much as $156,000, it's clear that there's more to this simple dime than meets the eye. So, the next time you come across a 1978 dime, take a moment to appreciate it, because you never know when it might turn into something far more valuable than you ever imagined. The 1991 one-dime coin might seem like just another small piece of currency, often slipping by unnoticed in the shuffle of daily transactions. But within the realm of coin collecting, even the most ordinary-seeming coins can carry incredible historical and monetary value. The 1991 dime, although produced in large quantities, holds a special place in the world of numismatics. From its design and minting details to the rare errors that can turn this seemingly common coin into a highly sought-after treasure, the 1991 dime has become much more than a 10-cent piece. To understand why this particular dime has gained such collector appeal, we must first explore its historical context. Dimes, as a unit of currency, have been in use in the United States since 1796. Throughout the years, the design of the dime has undergone significant changes, with various depictions of Lady Liberty, Mercury, and, since 1946, Franklin D. Roosevelt. The 1991 dime, like many others from the second half of the 20th century, features the iconic Roosevelt design that has become synonymous with this coin. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, was chosen to be immortalized on the dime not only for his monumental leadership during the Great Depression and World War II but also for his connection to the March of Dimes, a charitable organization he founded to fight polio. When Roosevelt passed away in 1945, the U.S. Mint began working on a design to honor him, and by 1946, the Roosevelt dime was introduced. Engraved by John R. Sinek, the coin's design features a left-facing bust of Roosevelt on the obverse. On the reverse, we see a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols that represent peace, unity, and strength. For decades, this design remained unchanged, with only minor adjustments made to the overall production and the way the coin was struck. The 1991 one dime is part of the long line of Roosevelt dimes that continued to be minted with this iconic design. While the design remained constant, the context surrounding the coin was shifting. The 1990s were marked by significant political, economic, and social changes in the United States. The country was in the midst of a post-Cold War era, with a booming economy and shifting technological advancements. The 1991 dime, while perhaps not a standout in terms of its design or composition, captures this moment in history as a reflection of the time. The 1991 dime was minted at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, where millions of coins were produced to meet the needs of an ever-growing economy. While the coin itself may have seemed like just another mass-produced item in circulation, there were still collectors who took notice of the year's minting. Coin collectors often seek out coins from specific years to complete their collections, and for many, the 1991 dime represents an important milestone in the ongoing history of American coinage. However, as with any mass-produced item, there are always the potential for unique variations or errors in the minting process that can increase the value of a coin. The 1991 dime is no exception. In the world of coin collecting, it is often the imperfections, those rare errors or misprints, that turn an ordinary dime into a rare and valuable treasure. A small mistake made during the minting process can result in a coin that is far more valuable than its intended worth, and certain types of errors can turn the 1991 dime into something much more than just a 10-cent piece. One of the most common and valuable types of minting error that collectors look for is a double strike. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the minting dies, often causing the design to appear twice or overlapping. In the case of the 1991 dime, a double strike might result in the portrait of Roosevelt being duplicated, with two distinct impressions of his face. The overlapping of designs could make the coin visually striking and, depending on how the double strike appears, it can increase the rarity and value of the coin. Double strikes are often the most sought-after errors, and they can drastically change the value of a coin, making it a highly desirable item in the world of numismatics. Another common error that can be found in coins from this era is the off-center strike. This happens when a coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the coin's design to be cut off or missing. For the 1991 dime, an off-center strike could result in a coin that has part of Roosevelt's image or the surrounding text and symbols missing or distorted. These off-center strikes, depending on how far off-center the coin is, are also highly sought after by collectors. The irregular shape and incomplete design make the coin an interesting and rare find, and collectors will often pay a premium for these types of errors. The 1991 dime also appeals to collectors because of its connection to the broader historical context of the time. In 1991, the United States was undergoing significant changes. The Cold War had ended, and the country was experiencing a time of prosperity with a booming economy. The 1991 dime represents this moment in American history, encapsulating a sense of optimism and stability. For collectors, coins from certain years carry more significance based on the events happening during that time, and the 1991 dime is no exception. It serves as a snapshot of a pivotal year in the nation's history, making it a highly collectible item for those interested in the culture, politics, and economy of the early 1990s. In addition to errors and historical significance, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or other forms of wear, are always more valuable than those that have been worn down through circulation. The 1991 dime, like many other coins from this era, was produced in high quantities and circulated extensively, meaning that many of the coins that have survived are in less than perfect condition. However, well-preserved examples of the 1991 dime, particularly those with minimal wear and no visible damage, can command higher prices from collectors who are looking to add high-quality coins to their collections. Despite being one of the more common dimes produced during the late 20th century, the 1991 dime has proven to be a valuable item in the world of coin collecting. The key to its value lies in its rarity, condition, and the presence of minting errors or unique features. While most 1991 dimes are worth only 10 cents, certain varieties, especially those with rare minting errors, have sold for much higher prices. And these rare examples are often the ones that catch the attention of collectors and investors alike. So, what is the current value of the 1991 dime? While a standard 1991 dime in average condition is worth just 10 cents, coins that feature minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, have been known to fetch much higher prices at auction. Rare examples of the 1991 dime have been sold for incredible sums, with some examples reaching as much as $144,000. This astonishing value highlights the potential for even the most ordinary-looking coins to hold hidden treasures. The 1991 dime serves as a powerful reminder that the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises. What may seem like a simple coin can hold immense value, especially if it contains a rare error or is in pristine condition. The allure of the 1991 dime, like many other coins from throughout history, lies in its potential to become much more than just a 10-cent piece. For those willing to seek out the rare varieties and the unique characteristics that make certain coins stand out, there is the possibility of discovering a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 1991 dime in your pocket change, remember, it might just be a small coin, but it could hold the potential to become a big-ticket item. Whether it's an off-center strike, a double strike, or simply a well-preserved example, the 1991 dime is a testament to the enduring value of American coinage. And for those who know what to look for, a rare 1991 dime could end up being worth as much as $144,000.